I think we're rolling. I mean, I and I. My neighbor is in a different room. She's definitely not rolling. I am, though. I hope you're doing okay these days. Well, actually, I don't know how I'm doing, and actually, I feel certain liberation in that. I haven't been watching what's going on. I know there's been a war. I'm not really privy to the state of affairs there right now. Who's winning, who's losing, what's the disposition. I'll probably need to catch up on a lot of shit. I'm in a lot of debt too. So if you can help a poet out by a donation, that would be greatly appreciated. Maybe I should have asked it about it. Or not asked about it, but demanded it at the end of the performance. No matter. Anyway, so I don't expect much of you, if any, who's gonna see this well off. But on the other hand, €5 here goes a long way. I got some beers for the night, so I can survive. But €5 will get me at least 6 more. So hit the donate or whatnot. Like, I'm pointing this finger down there, like I've never did this. I have no idea if the donate button will be there. Maybe it will be there. So hit there. If it's there, you have to hit it there. Or like if it's there, like hit there, you know, right? Or over there. It might as well be over there. Anyway, so. Okay, so. This is the text I've been working on for some time. I don't think I'm not really exactly sure I'm happy with it. No excuses, they would say. So I wanted to read it Berlin spoken word last week, but the vibe changed and I decided to read something different. And like I said, I was not completely satisfied anyway, so I am gonna give it a go. And you can criticize me, you can hate me, you can like do whatever, but if you have something constructive to say, which on occasion happens in this here internet, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so, and to make things even more interesting, so the piece is gonna be long. I haven't timed it, but it's probably gonna be around good 10 minutes, and like I've been rambling for 3 minutes now already as an introduction, and I haven't really said shit. So the piece I'm about to read will contain references to these 3 different bands and songs, basically. So hit me up in the private comments, I suppose. Or if you feel that you can do this in the comments, you can do that as well, but that's kind of like weakens your position. So whoever is the first one to untangle these, there are some of them, actually 2, I think, at least 1 definitely is pretty obvious. The second is less so, and the third is even less so. So, but they're still quite popular, so it's not some obscure band like Sunburned Hand of a Man or like, well, Grateful Dead wasn't that obscure anyway. No, it's a pop band, it's quite well known. So whoever nails all 3 tracks and bands, either privately or in a single public message, gets a gift from me, a poster. I mean, you might like it, you might not like it. As an alternative, I can suggest you one of my drone cassettes, which is drone cassettes. Like I don't know, like if you're in a drone thing, like why would you like to listen to a drone cassette like this? I do. Okay, calms me down, but you can also do this if you're working with the music to modulate some shit. You can cut some pieces of it, like twist it, resample it, whatnot. Like you can do whatever. And then they started as a simple cassettes, and now they're like more of a object art. So the covers and like all the shit inside and whatnot. So it's not a bad thing to have. And maybe one day it will cost a lot of money. Maybe you can put your kids into the university or through the university, or like maybe actually you can, it will allow you to afford like not putting your kid into the university, because like hell if I know, like if you want to be in a university in 5 years from now in Europe, when I'm rambling, well, that was partially the reason for this whole thing. I'm gonna be smoking through the whole set. Although I know that they're gonna ban me. I mean, I don't have the money to promote this anyway, so ban me from the commercials, advertisements. So, but like Dogs Stay Hope of Old, I'm gonna, so like imagine this is like a Tennessee Williams production. It's a monospectacle by Tennessee Williams, which includes smoking as an essential part of the plot and the narrative. And like if I can't do that, it just falls to pieces. The whole genius play of the 20th century is falling apart, and it's just it's like observing a train wreck in real time, basically. So I think even the government officials will understand that. So there must be a law, you know. There must be a law. Anyway, so 7 minutes. You still there? Perhaps somebody is. So here goes. So the piece I'm going to read, it's called Janta Express, Mumbai bound. I've been working and rewriting it for a number of times, and like this is the TypeScript, see? But it's too long, it's way too long, and then I started writing it in a different pad, so I'm gonna try to like kind of fucking improvise on the go. Whatever. Anyway, Janta Express. The number I believe is 13210-201. Yeah, it is Mumbai bound. Yeah. Sarai to Mumbai. And where is Mumbai? Where is Mughal Sarai? Well, some of you will probably know that. The lights go pop, down, off and on, and then start twitching. I come to realize I had zoned out. And yet I'm still on them stairs, holding rather firmly with my elbows against the special holders provided by the government for passengers' ascent or descent made easier. The darkness passes by with lights occasionally outside too. And so, yeah, I am still there. I'm sitting on the steps, I'm still in the door, and the ongoing stream of air is still dispatching smoke. Oh, I've been smoking. I realize I have a gold leaf navy cup in my hand, half smoked. So the uncommon airstream was dispatching smoke almost exclusively in every direction within the coach compartment, and on occasion would blow it out. Although I did try to do precisely that. However, I can't account for my actions because, as I just said, I just came to. Because the lights go off and on and pop and cease. I take another drag and flick the cigarette butt into the deep and endless in the night. It gets caught up against infrastructure piece of railways, this or that. Hard to say exactly, probably some sort of transformator or just a pole, whatever, who cares anyway. It's India, man, like, just shit up on the floor. And yeah, like, don't you dare write that I'm a bigot. Bharat Mata is my mother, is my second country, so I've been there probably more times than you, and I've been to more places than you have been, even given the fact you might be Indian yourself, so fuck you. It doesn't give me the right to litter, I suppose, but I'm drunk, so I'm making allowances. I zone a bit again, and then, or am I too high, but I start kind of feeling some sort of humming coming up, like as if somebody can't stop singing Sam Champagne Supernova. Then I realize that the space is packed. Is it the toilet thing? Is everybody waiting for their turn to go and catch some relief? I lean a little back as far as crowd would let me because, like I said, the space is crowded, like India crowded, proper crowded, hard to lean against them standing. I am in the fucking door. Somebody could hit me, kick me in the back, and off and on I go and fly away into the night of what, like probably Karnataka or whatnot. Like I'm not exactly sure. No, it's not. Can't be. Probably much worse. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we're already reaching Maharashtra, so it's not that bad. I know the ways around there. I look back, left, right, glance around, and I see that it's pitch dark. From subtle hum of languages around me, leaning on a few, more than a few phrases of Hindi, and definitely few words of Tamil, I was able to pick up here and there, Marathi too. I kind of think I understand that there's some sort of an electric problem, and the Mr. Diesel still saves the day. We keep putting distance between us and the eternal city of Kashi, of which I have to say, to my consternation and shame, I am quite happy because I fucked up badly. All I had to do is die. That's it. I managed to fuck that up somehow. I couldn't die in Varanasi, so I had to catch a train back, and here I am. The lights are living their own life, it seems, all in the meantime. I think they too are realizing that that's it. It's coming. I think they too are scared. I think they too are thinking about the worms and love. I think they too want more. I think they too are way not ready to face extinction. If you think about it, it's kinda poetic, yes, because they get extinguished or get extinct or killed or die by way of snap, of coil. Yeah, these are the old lights, not fancy diode things of what I have right here. They sense the ending. They definitely sense the ending. And as if to totally confirm my hunch, they start throwing such feats of dark, intense, and ugly final brightness that it takes me full 5 minutes just to shake away the darkness it produces, and then they go out with a bang. The blindness in my eyes is not fully gone though. The flakes of what not light or dark are still floating in front of my eyes, and that too reminds me flashbacks back to Kashi and to the failed task at hand. Yeah, those flakes, they're swimming in my eyes. The city of Benares, 6,000 years, they said. A special place. Even if, just like me, you don't die there. The supernova guy starts what must to him pass for singing. Well, the champagne supernova, of course, what else? It's getting on my nerves. I was zoned out and on the edge already. My way of coping with a case of borderline bipolar life so far. To top things off, the dude produces a pack of BDs and starts, without sharing too, I have to say, smoking one after another. The lights again start popping up. I thought it was over, but no, apparently it's not. It's somebody reported? Did anyone had a bright idea to call it in? What is the staff up to? I'm looking around, I see in blank stares and tears and all different sort of reactions, and suddenly in my mind I start reading all of theirs, and I'm imagining that this is probably the sort of lighting that more or less each and every person in the compartment had encountered at some point in their life, and probably under the bad circumstances, say at the morgue or hospital or government office. Not really copacetic to having fun, is it, eh? So I just take my Kiev State University sweatshirt, I put it around my elbow, and I go at those fucking lights with gusto and with rage. The glasses flying, people scatter around, follow darkness, bam! Follow silence, beat, another, then another. And then, slowly but palpably, the tension starts to leave. Compartment is easing up. The conversations are resuming, and the supernova fucking guy is just about to open his fucking mouth when I just stand up. I can't have it anymore. I'm quite rudely pushing through the crowd towards him, leaning, look into his eyes, which are completely blank, or is it just light which is not there? But somehow, how I see it, oh, it was the matches. Yeah, he had to use all 5 of them. The quality is not so good in India, unfortunately, to light a bidi. Yeah, finally managed to produce a flick of light, and there he is. So I lean in and I say, you like Oasis? I said, don't you, eh? So where you were when I was getting high? Where were you when I almost died in Goa, in a Gonda just a few days back? Oh, I had a lot of fun, but what were you doing then? He just stares at me like flabbergasted. So I understand I can be pretty much intense. So like I'm recovering from all kinds of fucking hangover, and it's like terrible. And like, so I say to him like, yeah, bro, you smoking charas? Slight note of head. All right, like say, move around a bit, let me stretch them legs too. And I start rolling, we puff up and fall silent, and just sit there observing through the door. Bharat Mata, the Mother India, presenting fields and morning mists, and at first a slight hint at the most pastel pink you could probably imagine on the horizon. We reach Mumbai in a few hours, it'll be scorching hot, but now this is it. So I tell him, man, look, that's not how it's supposed to happen, and it's not how the lights go on or off and music and all the shit. When the music is go on and the lights go off, it's one thing, and then the music comes back up together with the light, and that changes things, usually around the girlfriend. So I had this, and that's why I am fucked up. You just seem bored. He knows he'd had. I lean back, so it happens that I'm in the corner and it's quite comfortable. And I have to be honest, I fall silent. Part of the reason is that I have parked my favorite Leichtum pen, the Drehgriffel 1, if it tells you that, with a gel. Mine or Mine, yeah, mine, fucking mine, to whatever, Mine in German, refill. I have parked it together with a notepad for see I'm a writer, and I suddenly realized that it's simply just not much happening and there's not much to write about. It'd be like that. Remember this next time you're dealing with a writer. They might not tell it to you. I always do. People always say it's okay, but not all of them are fine after they read what I have written about them. Well, it's not exactly about them, it is authoritative license, but we will, you know. Yeah, well. The old Mumbai, the city of Mumbai. Bharat Mata is getting lighter every minute. One can see the morning mists, the valleys, and the green hills. There's even a river. It's not too dry, surprisingly, although I wouldn't assume that there would be water there, so I'm surprised. It is a quality together time, and it's to face, and it's so sleeper class compartment. The only way to travel the subcontinent, if you really want to know it, I guarantee that's 100%. So believe you me, if you really even want to understand what's happening there, if you want to know India, you travel sleeper. It's also cheap, and it's fun, and it's long. My express was probably something like 1,500, 600 kilometers and took almost like 32 hours. So what can be more fun than that? After you try to kill yourself in Varanasi and fail, which is exactly what I did. It didn't work. Well, perhaps there is a reason. I bomb a BD from the dude and light it up from my own lighter. Close my eyes and think, well, bro, at least you are away from home. You're far away from home. And that's exactly how you like it, don't you? Yeah, probably. The next best thing to outright punch it out. I might rent hostel berths, say Veracruz, get some tailoring done, maybe it'll cheer me up a bit. And too bad Nisargadatta's that. Well, he's not. because he was never born in the first place, but his form or shape or whatnot. Through that, some interesting and valuable advice might come. Who knows? It might come still. And that, I take my leave. Namaskar.